Athena wanted you to have this, so here it is. Good news travel fast. We are Celeste Bono and Wallo Lapaju, and we're bringing you positive news from all over the world. Before we start, make sure you share your own good news in the Q&A below if you're on Spotify, and they might get featured on a future episode. Hi, Wallo. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I can't hear your excitement. Is this how to resume Monday? We love Mondays here, don't we?
No, I love Mondays. I love Mondays. It's definitely my favorite day of the week. Do you want to hear a funny story? When I was no, I actually am not going to tell that story because I sound such a depressing teenager, but
it's fine to be a depressed teenager. They listen to Good News podcasts. Continue.
Oh, well, I mean, when I was a teenager, there was a part of my life where I was like, I can't say that, but like, I hate the weekends. I hate everybody. Why everyone has like a super fun activity. I want to be Monday. I wanted to be Monday. And so it was my favorite day when I was a teenager. Now, I don't care. That was the end of the story. Anyway, are you...
Okay.
that was lovely, right?
An astonishing story. Yes.
Not depressing at all.
Yeah, not at
okay,
all.
so I am gonna go with the first piece of news because you love me.
Yes, I do.
Apparently, mangroves remove carbon dioxide faster than other trees, and Africa is going hard at it. Mangroves are trees and shrubs that grow in the coastal intertidal zone, and you can see them in a lot of coastal communities. Mozambique is now joining the party, becoming the 5th country in Africa to start a mangrove restoration project as the world's largest coastal or marine ecosystem carbon storage project.
Wow.
Yeah, known as blue carbon. Yeah, yep. Known as blue carbon, carbon capture by these ecosystems can remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere at a faster rate than forests, despite being smaller in size. So, a little carbon dioxide vacuum, if you will. These are the little ones.
Yeah.
They're like, all right. Nobody cares about me making noises. Mozambique's.
Yeah.
I love you. Mozambique's mangrove restoration project hopes to turn 185,000 hectares into a forest that could capture up to 500,000 tons of carbon dioxide, according to project leaders.
Wow.
So this sudden surge of mangrove restoration projects can be attributed to the... Oh, did I turn on your Google?
Nah, she just told me that I should go wash my hands. Continue.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. I thought she was adding something to what I was saying. So, this sudden surge of mangrove restoration projects can be attributed to the Mikoko Pamoja project. Did I say that right?
I wouldn't know. I'm not from Mozambique, but probably.
No, yeah. I know you're not, man. I thought maybe you knew the name. I don't know. Initiated in 2013 in Kenya's... Yeah. Oh, did I say that right? Oh, no, you're not from Kenya. Kenya's Gazi Bay, which protected 117 hectares of mangrove forests and replanted 4,000 trees annually, spurring other countries to also address their damaged coastal land and recreate its success.
Nice.
That's really nice.
I love that. I love that for the continent. Love it.
I love trees.
Yes.
What about you, Google? Well. Do you love trees? No, she can't hear me.
Go wash your hands, Celeste. That's what she said.
Yeah, I'll do this while you tell me the story.
Google Assistant Mom. Apparently, the word's gotten out and removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere may just be the latest trend that all Silicon Valley companies want to hop on. I gave you a dramatic pause.
Finally,
Facebook,
guys.
Google, Stripe, and Shopify have put together a $1.2 billion fund to pull carbon out of the atmosphere. They've named it Frontier, and their motto is build and we will buy. Straight to the point, instead of bidding up prices for existing methods of carbon capture, Frontier will fund additional ones. This fund aims to accelerate the development of permanent carbon removal technologies, concentrating all investments from buyers looking to offset the carbon emissions from their supply chain. this is a huge neon sign to researchers that says, hey, there's a market in trying to be greener. And
Finally.
there's many ways to there's many ways to remove carbon from the atmosphere, as we have mentioned before, in other episodes. And you just said today, planting mangroves is one way, but solutions vary from giant fans which suck up CO2, separate it from oxygen, and then deposit it underground, to vodka made from ethanol created with CO2 from the air. I'm kind of liking the last one. I mean, or not, maybe. Say goodbye to feeling guilty after getting drunk. You were just saving the
I
planet.
never feel guilty after getting drunk.
Nah, I'm kind of like, nah, I'm good. Thanks. No more booze for me. Nope, thanks.
You don't
I'm
ever
good.
feel guilty when you're drunk.
True, I never feel guilty, but like I just
Or
got
do
tired
anything.
of it. Yeah, in general, I am. The
Wait, you got
police should
tired of
not
what?
come from. Yeah, of booze in general. It's just like, wow. This, I don't want to have a hangover.
You're
at
so
the end,
healthy.
even though I'm saving the planet. Like, I'm saving the planet, but do I have to have a hangover? Do I?
Oh.
Yeah. So.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, you're
Yes,
too
I'm healthy.
healthy
I'm
and
healthy. Yeah.
nice.
I'm good news.
Well, with a record amount of anti-LGBTQ legislation in the U.S. going on,
Whoa.
this is one to be celebrated. After being kicked out as a counselor, from a Jewish camp for being queer, Shira Berkowitz went back to the closet for a few years. This is awful.
Wow.
They eventually got accepted in another Jewish camp, which claimed to be far more open. While they were accepted, Shira couldn't help but notice that no other counselor was queer except for one or two more other than them. So, that's how they came up with Camp Indigo Point, a new camp that caters to trans children at a time when many children who are gender non-conforming are facing fierce attacks by conservatives in their own communities. Berkowitz and longtime camp friend Daniel Bogar, a St. Louis rabbi who is raising a transgender child himself, dreamed up the camp late last year as the Missouri legislature was gearing up for a session in which 3 anti-trans bills were introduced within the first month.
Okay.
Camp Indigo Point's 1-week session in June filled with 93 kids from 27 states in just weeks. More than 50 children are on a waiting list, and 135 people have applied for the 29 staff positions, according to Bogar, who's already talking about expanding next year. This is really good news, guys.
Yeah.
So luckily, Camp Indigo is not the only one accommodating LGBTQ campers anymore. In New York, Camp Eden Village, an environment-focused camp, launched an all-gender cabin 3 years ago for children who are gender non-conforming and their allies. So did Camp Tawanga, a 90-year-old Jewish camp in California. A day camp on Long Island, also in New York, caters to LGBTQ children. The Foundation for Jewish Camp recently hosted a day of learning for more than 100 Jewish camp professionals focused on mental health, gender identity, and sexual orientation. The efforts could yield a different experience for today's campers from that of Berkowitz and others whose own Jewish camping experience was inspiring but not gender affirming. So, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, we've had a long Monday with a lot of news, really good news everywhere.
Really good news.
I love that. Yeah. So, you guys and you, Celeste, have a great Monday ahead.
Thank you, Walla. And
yes.
See you tomorrow.
I hope you guys are listening to the podcast with your coffee/breakfast. Okay, bye.
Bye. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more great news tomorrow. Good news, trouble fast. They say news podcast serving positivity and laughter in daily doses. Oh, but we don't have episodes on the weekends. We actually have to sleep. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about new episodes. And if you like the show, make sure you rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. This podcast was produced by Matthias Rosenberg, creative direction by Josefina Cordova, and hosted by Walo Lapaju and Celeste Bono. That's me. This show is supported by Athyna. Hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent at Athyna.io. A brilliant startup like yours needs the best of the best on your team. Are you taking advantage of global talent? Level up your team for more success for only 33% of your usual hiring costs. Go to Athyna.io right now to learn more. That's Athyna.io.